Hi, everyone. Welcome to, well, this is not the Facebook live series for Reebok Studio. This is actually the Womenpreneur Asia virtual podcast launch. So thank you and welcome for being here. I know it's a Sunday afternoon wherever you are. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. So today we have 9 women with us, 9+1. And that plus one, I must introduce her a little bit later, but definitely we are going to have an interesting time and interesting party today because it's virtual. But before I get started, I want to thank all of you, especially those who are watching live right now. Please let us know where you're from because I know friends have been sharing this with a lot of people out there, and not just people in Malaysia, but people outside of Malaysia, because this is Womenpreneur Asia. And my intention is actually to get women across Asia to be part of my podcast. So today is the day that we get to meet the women whom I featured on the podcast for season 1. So first of all, welcome again. My name is Krista Goon. And if you just join us, let us know where you're from. Let us know which country you're from too. And now I want to bring on my guests because I have 2 batches of them. So I'll bring in the first batch and then the next batch will join us a little bit later. And what I want to do also is to let all of you know that today I have some great sponsors and they have actually sponsored some amazing prizes, especially if you're an entrepreneur and you want to learn something from some of the best entrepreneurs and the best women around. Please stay on till the end of the hour. And as I was telling one of my guests just now, maybe the party will go on until past 5. I don't know. It depends on how we want to take this party, right? I schedule an hour, but we can still go beyond an hour. So let us know if that is something you like us to do. You want to hang around and still ask our ladies these questions and more stuff about entrepreneurship, but more also stuff about their lives. Because I think this is where, this is what is interesting about Facebook Live is you get to ask them things right here, okay? Things that probably you don't have a chance to ask them, okay, when you see them. So let me just bring on the ladies one by one. Here's Anushia. Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Anushia. So Anushia Kandasamy is a Malaysian in PJ, right?
Yes. Formerly Penang.
Formerly Penang. Okay, great. And then I'm gonna add Anne Wong to the stream.
Hello.
Hi, Anne.
Hello from Sarawak.
Wow, land of the Hornbills.
Yes.
And now I'm gonna add, let's see, hang on. Seem to, okay. Hi, Nor.
Hi.
Where are you, Nor?
Can you hear me? Hi.
Yes,
Yes, I'm. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can everybody hear me?
Yep.
Hi, guys. I'm actually out right now, so I'm joining you from outside.
Okay. Which country are you from, Nor?
I'm from the Philippines. Oh, are we supposed to be introducing ourselves now?
Just a quick one. After that, we will go deeper. Okay. Hi, Maresa.
Hey, hi. Thank you for having me.
And Maresa, where are you from?
Good old PJ.
All you PJ people KL PJ people can kind of like get to know each other. And of course, we have Nina. Nina, where are you from?
Hi, I'm from Malaysia, Petaling Jaya before, but I'm now based in Sabah, Borneo.
Okay. So this will be my first batch of ladies in the house having we call it a casual chit chat. I call it a virtual podcast launch, but actually I wanted to bring them all on because I would like you to ask them some questions. But of course I will have some questions for them too. And so before we get started into that, just brief introductions, ladies, so that people know who you are, your business, what you do, and yeah, who wants to start first? Shall we have Maresa?
Mm. Hey everybody, my name is Marisa, and I'm really, really happy to be here. Thank you, Krista, and I'm looking forward to really be in this the podcast with you. But this interview, this session, to launch the podcast with you because I think there are so many amazing women here, and I know some of you. I think I know some of you by reputation, but I've never really got to meet you. So this is amazing. So my name is Marisa, the founder and CEO of the Spark Group Asia. We're a leadership and business coaching company based out of Kuala Lumpur, PJ, but focused on Asia, working with entrepreneurs and SMEs. So it's a bit about me.
Thank you, Marisa.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2, let's go for Nor.
Hi everyone. My name is Nor, and I'm actually from the Philippines. I got to know Krista because we were cohorts at the Changing Faces program in Hawaii last year. Was it last year, Krista? Was it
Last year.
last
Was it
last year?
2019?
It feels like yesterday. It feels like yesterday. So yes, I'm the founder and CEO of Zia. It started as a clothing company, but we've already expanded into an e-commerce website. So I'm really happy to be here and to launch the podcast of Krista. And I really want to congratulate you on this, Krista, and I'm really happy to be here with you today. Thanks.
Thank you, Nor. Nor and I, we had such a great time in Hawaii. Okay, Anushia.
Hi everyone. I'm Anushia. I am an I agency started my own consulting practice. So I do leadership development as well as general management consulting with a focus on socioeconomic planning.
And Anushia is the one that came up with the term hebat. So when I talked about the podcast with her, she said, "Oh, you have all these hebat women." I say, "Yeah, all of my women." So Nor, hebat means actually what? How we translate hebat into English?
It's like amazing, awesome,
awesome women.
I see.
So
All right.
super hebat. So
Thank
it's
you for
like
that.
super fantastic women.
Hebat.
Okay.
Hebat.
Okay, next one, Nina.
Hi everyone, my name is Nina Othman, again from Malaysia, currently based in Sabah, Borneo, and I am a social entrepreneur. My first social enterprise is called Grow the Goose, where I run financial empowerment programs for kids and teens. And then when I moved to Sabah, I did a Grow the Goose program for the youth in Sabah, and then a few cocoa farmers who saw me doing it were like, how come you're only teaching the young ones, you're not teaching the older ones like us? And so then we diversified and we created another social enterprise called Borneo Cocoa, where we work with the small cocoa farmers in Sabah to create better incomes by creating their own cocoa-based snacks.
Wow.
Nice.
So Nina, you're on a social enterprise. How should I say? This thing about starting so many. You're probably gonna start so many.
entrepreneur.
What happened to my other guest? Where is she? She dropped off. I think there was some Wi-Fi connection thing. Okay, while we wait for her to come back on, I'm going to say hello to some people here. So there's Krishan, Sebastian Pillay, there's Q Hong, there's Nirmala, there's Alexandra. Vimi is watching us. Vimi will be joining us later. Hi Zureen, hi Azza, and okay, Anne is back. See, this is what happens. This is what happens on live. When your Wi-Fi drops, you get booted out. Hi, Anne.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. Okay.
Everybody
Your turn.
done the my
Yes,
turn. Okay. Hi, I'm Anne from Kuching, Sarawak, and I'm the co-founder of Penang Women Project. And very conveniently, I let you know this is our product. We are helping the rural tribal women to weave crafty woven product and to help them to generate a sustainable income.
Okay. And many of you I've known for some time now. So that's why I know some of you very well, and I know all those things about you. So what we're going to do for this 1 hour is, like I mentioned, we'll be having this for 1 hour officially. Unofficially, if you want to hang around, we can still hang around. So what I'm going to start off with is I'm going to just give a little brief about why I started the podcast. So maybe some of you who are in the audience right now who are watching will know why Womenpreneur Asia. So Womenpreneur Asia is a project that I presented when I was in Hawaii in 2019. That's where I met Noor. And I was talking about doing a project called a podcast because I love listening to podcasts. And I think, Maresa, you know my story too, right? I've been telling you this ever since God knows when. So I was there and I was talking about this project. And then the East West Center coordinator, Liz, told me that my focus was too small because I wanted to just talk about Malaysian women, and she said that it's too small. Got to think bigger. So I braved myself to think bigger, and I told myself I'm going to do this across Asia. And it's a very, very tight niche. It's Asian women entrepreneurs in Asia. And a lot of people have asked me, why not women in Asia? There's a difference, women in Asia versus Asian women entrepreneurs in Asia. So the reason why is because I want to give a voice to women entrepreneurs in Asia, because I think it is time for all of us to have a voice. All the while, I believe that we all have such fascinating stories, but maybe it wasn't the right time yet. So when I told myself I'll come back and do this, I was completely flawed because I have no technical knowledge, even though I'm in the web design industry. I have no technical knowledge in doing this podcasting. I had to research and do all the stuff that I needed to do in order to make this happen. So thank you, all of you ladies who are here, because you were part of that journey with me. You came along and you agreed to be in season 1, even though you don't know how it's going to turn out, right? It could have been a disaster for all you.
We just took a chance on you, Krista.
Thank you very much. So then someone asked me that, okay, since you're doing this and all that, so will it be weekly? I say it will be seasonal, because I still have my business to run, but I will still want to consider this my passion project. I want to focus on women. And that's why, if you know anyone, even yourself, if you're watching this and you are a woman entrepreneur and you want to be on the podcast, please go to womenpreneurasia.com and fill up the form where you get to nominate yourself. So I will definitely consider all the nominations for season 2. Okay. Ladies, anything you want to add to that, since you're also part of the creation?
I think it's awesome. It's awesome what you're doing, Krista. And I really want to say that, just bringing all these stories alive. I think there are a lot of stories out there, and sometimes, there's the media involved. But I think when I got interviewed by you, even some of the questions were really quite piercing for me. It was actually quite insightful because it's bringing those stories out. And I listened to some of the podcasts, and I think that what you're doing here is amazing. So thank you for bringing the real stories forward. So
yeah,
I'm excited that you launched it.
Thank you. I couldn't have not launched it because I told so many people about it that it was every time I met someone, so I say, how's your podcast coming along? So I had public accountability, right?
Yes.
So yes, thank you so much. And also, like, friends of mine, all of you shared from the heart. And I believe that anyone who listens to the podcast episodes, you'll know that all these ladies, Nina, Maresa, Noor, Anushia, and they shared from the heart. And there's a lot of, I would say, a lot of very interesting stories that they told. You can learn about themselves as they themselves as personalities, but you can also learn about how they think. And I think that's also very important, because if we know how other people think, we can learn from that. And that is really powerful. So now I want to switch gears a bit and talk about something that I wanted to address, because as you know, the Women on the Tiger, technically it's not a logo, but it's something that I put on my website. And I was sharing out the flyer with everyone. And then this friend of mine called Mala said that, hey, that's Durga. And that's Durga as in the goddess Durga. because that's also a woman. She's also a woman, a goddess sitting on a tiger. So for me, okay, now let me explain why I use the tiger symbolism. Is because number one, I'm born in the year of the tiger. So I'm declaring out there, yes, I'm born in the year of the tiger. Two is that I felt that tiger is very Asian. It's very Asian. When you think about tiger, think of Asia, right? And then the other part of it is when you see a woman on a tiger, is actually about courage, about taking risk, about powerful, things that you can do, everything, all this positive, strong things, strength, and all the emotional stuff that denotes courage. So I felt that that was a really good symbolism for all of you. So it's not just mine, it's all of you. So this is also for you, for all of my Asian sisters. So now let's get into something. I want to ask you. Yes.
Sorry, I wanted to add something about your tiger.
Yeah.
I think people also know that the Malayan tiger is endangered. So maybe that's another symbol of how women entrepreneurs in Asia is, I don't know, the numbers are dwindling, or we don't have those with the full courage, So anyway, I thought that's an interesting animal spirit you have there.
So that's why there's a tiger and there's a woman riding on a tiger. So I just wanted to get that out of there so that people don't know why a tiger. So now I want to ask each of you a question. So we're going to do this like a Q and A, not Q&A lah, because Anushia was asking me, what questions am I going to ask? So I want to ask you simple, chill, relaxed kind of questions lah, right? What are your 2021 goals?
Oh, yo, that one is not a chill question, okay? Not a chill question.
Nasi lemak.
Yeah, what's your favorite food, huh? What do you like to eat on the weekend, huh?
Anybody want to start first? I'm sure you have lots of goals, but just maybe name one. I guess that would be good.
Mine is probably maybe not the best for an entrepreneurship show, but mine is actually relaxed growth. So I want to grow, but I want to do it in a relaxed manner. No tension, drama. Chill, enjoy life, but also grow.
Okay. Maresa, I know you have the answer.
I have the answer, but instead of giving that typical, we're going to do, X amount, this, that, grow here, grow there. I think my resolution, so what I've resolved in 2021 is, and it's really funny, but is to to see the lighter side of things, just to laugh about things. So just exercising humor. So much so that I Google ebooks and blogs about, how to see funny sides of things, because I find myself quite a serious person. I think Krista knows that. All of you who are watching this channel, there's that serious part of me being a coach. So I decided to laugh about it, to just take things lightly instead of it's opposite of that is gravely. That everything is so serious. If that email doesn't get sent out today, oh my God, the world will end. So I just tell her whatever. That's kind of what I've resolved. This year. Yeah.
How about the rest? And Nina, I think Nora has Wi-Fi issues now.
I'll go.
Me, I think I also want to chill this year.
Well, everyone's chilling this year. There's a lot of chilling going on.
I think the 2020 put us into this kind of mode, just chill.
You got yourself a few sleeping tigers, chill tigers.
Nina?
Yeah, so mine, I think I'll just continue what I've been doing, which is to work with the locals here. So I think there's a lot of work to be done here in terms of the COVID recovery, in terms of the economic part, because we got a lot of micro entrepreneurs here. I mean, just like anywhere else, it's just that I'm here, so I'm kind of focused on the ones here. And it's that lack of market access for them. So finding that the opportunities to take out their produce out to market. So that will be my focus this year. Whatever it may be, coffee, cocoa, honey, pineapple jams, whatever they have here. They have so much goodness here that it's stuck and it's not out there. And I think probably I can work more on that. and inspire others to take inspired action, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
Nina,
me.
it's not so you're doing this whole beverage, food and beverage thing.
What would food and beverage thing? Oh, the things
Everything.
here.
All the
But
all the
it's so macam-macam here, you know, but it's so sayang and they just can't, they don't know how to, or there's no proper storytelling, or there's no visibility. I think Anne would know. I think Anne probably has that same, well, Anne's doing a wonderful job with her
yeah.
bags. It's like all over. But yeah, so I think it's working on that. They have such good stuff, but yeah.
Okay, for those who have just joined us, if you're wondering where Nina is, her physical location is Sabah. So that she's talking about agriculture and the farmers, right? The farmers and the plant producers and all those things. Yeah.
And the crafts here as well. I mean, they have beautiful artwork. But yeah, it's not getting the visibility that it should. So probably my goal this year is to get more crafts or brands out there.
Yeah. For those of you listening and you want to connect with any of our hebat ladies, get to womenpreneurasia.com and find all their contact details on the website. Then Nor, what are your 2021 goals? Can she hear us?
You're muted, Nor.
Nor, you're muted. You have to unmute yourself. So while we wait for her, I'll pull up some comments. Yeah, Zureen says, yeah, joy is important. Yes, do agree with that. Very important to be happy, to do what you want to do. And then Vimi, I love that. We need more cheer. Yes, we do need more cheer. And she'll be back soon on this. Even right now, she's watching on the outside. She'll be in here in a while. So for those of you who are fans of Vimi, do stay on so that you can hear what she has to say. Okay, where is she? Okay, let me just add back to the stream so we can see. Where is... Okay, still, I think. Okay, Nor. Nor, can you hear us?
Yeah, sorry.
Hi, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, can you hear me?
So what's the
Alright,
goal?
yeah, okay, yeah, thank you. Actually, we're in the midst now of planning for our company 2021 plan. So it's actually great timing that you're asking me about this. Well, we consider ourselves newbies in the e-commerce industry, and it's something that we really plan to fully develop for this year, because we're newbies. You know, we need to learn a lot. We're still in the midst of expansion and really growing the company. Because my background is actually retail. Before the pandemic, we were heavily invested, and we had retail stores. And because of the pandemic, we had to change a lot of things. I actually had to close some stores and get online. So we are in the midst of developing a full blast company plans for 2021 with regards to our e-commerce business.
Okay. One of the things I wanted to say is also No was very open in her episode talking about the fear that she had during the coronavirus lockdown and the things that she has had to do, tough things, not easy, because she has retail stores. And that is sometimes what entrepreneurs fear the most, right? If you have all these things on your mind, how do you move forward? And how do you not only move forward, how do you rally your team to move forward with you? Because they're as scared as you. They don't know what's going to happen. So I loved how she was very open about it. And that's one of the things I wanted to bring forward in my podcast is I want to have the real gritty stories. I don't want all the sugary sweet stuff. The sugary sweet stuff you can read anywhere in the media. But a real story can be heartbreaking, can be hilarious, can be funny, but at the same time, there's so many things we can learn from that. Okay, one final question, because I know other women waiting in the studio, waiting to come in, but we can still have these conversations later. What are you no longer afraid of?
I want to answer.
Okay, Nina. Nina,
Oh,
yes.
I embrace failures. Like, I love to fail. Like, in the validation stage, at least, it's like if I don't find any failures, I'm like, something's not right. So there's like, it's like a numbers game. So I think I told Krista that I've failed in my many endeavors like 13 times, or was it 14 times? I can't remember. But not to ask for failure as what we know of it, but those things that people are so afraid of. What if it doesn't work? Okay lah, then now you know lah. That kind of thing. It's just shifting that mindset. So yeah, I haven't been afraid of it, but now I can actually call it out and say it out loud. So that will be me.
Okay.
Wow.
I'll go next. Yeah, I'm no longer afraid of things not going according to plan. So I've always been very plan oriented person. Plan properly, do properly, and everything must be perfect. Everything must be right.
Can I add something, Anushia? Can I
Yeah,
add
yeah,
something? Because she's formerly McKinsey, right?
Yes, yes. And it's an environment where you really cannot fail, or you cannot fail in front of client. Internally can fail. And the reality is, walaupun the plan tak jadi, even if the plan doesn't work out, whatever happens is actually pretty cool and pretty good, and it actually is what the universe intended, probably. So, okay lah, have a plan, but if it doesn't work out, it's okay.
Wow, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
Can I go next then?
Yeah, sure. Actually, we don't have to wait for turns. Anytime you feel like you want to say something,
just go on.
Yeah, just
right.
go. Yeah.
So I think Nina and Anushia shared some really amazing stuff, but I think the next thing that I'm not afraid of anymore because of year 2020 is uncertainty. I used to always have this plan, and it has to be this long-term plan that works out, whether it's near-term or so. A spin-off of what Anushia said, is that uncertainty, and I learned to be really patient. I mean, I learned to, and I like somewhere I read that it's the attitude that we keep while waiting that shows true patience. It's not waiting and then we're grumbling and then we're like, oh, why is everything not going to our plan? But it's that gracefulness. And so that came along with the humor, because I always needed to have a plan, and being in a boatload of uncertainty for my clients and our own businesses in 2021 was just nerve-wracking. I think for many people, nerve-wracking, but just having to live a day at a time. I think we just did that, and I got okay with it. So much so that I started to laugh about it. And even if I screw up, or my clients screw up, or anything screws up, we just take the learning and then we move on. We take the learning and we move on. We can't be so hard on ourselves that we've got to get it right, because in year 2020, almost nothing could go. Almost anything that you'd have a plan. I mean, I had a plan that was like 50 slides long when I started 2020. And then when we got into March, I literally threw it all out. So, but that said, we still had a really good year in 2020. If I were to look back and describe it in one word, the year was quite hebat. It was hebat. We launched so many programs. We brought on board amazing team members, and 2021 were poised for so much. Year 2020 showed that for whatever it lacked in financial progress, it gave us everything else that money just couldn't buy. I really felt that. I mean, there was gaps, there was drops, there was all kinds, But what we lacked in those in 2020, we made up in other ways. So in that, I mean, I only have to thank the uncertainty that came about from last year. So that was it for me.
I think this is also good, because a lot of times when people say that, we talk about entrepreneurship, a lot of times there's a lot of uncertainty, right? Yeah, we don't know what's going to come the next day or even in the next hour. But the fact that we can all share about what we're afraid of makes it less scary, right?
Yeah.
So, Anne. Join us. Tell us.
Well, I think you know me. I'm kind of shy, and I think I no longer scared to be, in front of the screen talking to people. Because this is not something that I really plan to go into, like, go into a bigger market, like, put yourself out there, talking to people, share, bring the awareness. So with this, is actually, yeah, I sometimes have to stand in front of the stage and talk to people, which is really uncomfortable for me. But I think I no longer scared about that. So yeah, and hopefully, I mean, like this platform here today, we get to share and we get to talk. So yeah, I'm a bit quiet, you can see. Still learning, but at least I'm not that shy.
Anyone else wants to add anything before I bring on other women? Let me see. There are some women in here who are going to join us in a bit. Anyone else want to share before I bring them on, or shall I bring them on? Let me see. Let me try and add as many of these women as I can. Hi, Vimi.
Hello. Hi.
Okay, let me add another one. Let's see how many women I can add before we all turn out really tiny on the screen. Hi, Anja. Anja and Nina know each other, right?
Hi. Thank you.
Hi, Anja.
Hi, Maresa. Hi, Anu. Hi, everyone.
Hi, ladies. Hey, I was thinking, how come y'all don't have any party snack? Since it's supposed to be a podcast party, right? There is no
I didn't
drink,
send them
there
any
is no
snacks.
snack.
I have my drink. I forgot to ask everyone to kind of like bring their own party, that those kind of things that you have in the party. Okay, let me add one more person to the stream. Oh my God. Have I added everyone?
Hello.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, whoever who's supposed to be in here, well, they're all in here. So the final I added was Marlienna. Marlienna, she's from Indonesia. And okay, for those who have just added, can you please introduce yourself to our audience?
Hi, I'm Vimi Ramasamy. I'm the CEO and founder of Stravic Business Consulting. We do startup business consulting and very focused on optimization, specifically helping SME and MNCs based in Penang. Okay.
Okay. Anja.
Okay. Hi, afternoon. I'm Anja from Athena Empowers based in Malaysia. We produce sanitary product, and our social cause is to empower young girls with good menstrual hygiene management practices, as well as I also with Contact Lab Senang Berhad, an impact consultant where we help design high impact and sustainable CSR program for our corporate client.
Thank you, Anja.
Thank you.
And Marlienna. Wait, before Marlienna, before you start, let me add one more final person. Hi, Liping.
Hi. Hi, ladies.
Hi. Okay,
Hello.
so they're all of us are here.
We have to
Except one.
squeeze our heads.
Yeah, we have to squeeze our heads. Okay, Marlienna, take it away.
Hello, everyone.
Introduce yourself, Marlienna.
Yes, so I'm Marlienna. I come from Jakarta, Indonesia. My business is in a bird nest with the healthy drinks and cosmetics products from bird nest.
Thank you, Marlienna. And of course, Liping. Introduce yourself, please.
I'm Leping. I'm from Penang. I'm in a wood packaging business. First of all, I actually prepare this one. Toast to you, Krista.
Yes.
I only have
Coffee.
Toast to you, and I think you did a good job. And
Yes.
thank you for this platform that bring all of us together so that we can inspire each other. Great story here. Love all the different background. All this lady, you really hebat.
Yeah. So I think hebat is the word of 2021 for all of you here. And I'm so grateful that you came along with me and trusted me. Otherwise, like I said, it could have been a disaster, right? So since I asked the ladies the questions, I mean the first 5 ladies, so now that you have all joined us, I want to ask you too, what is your 2021 goal? Leping, Anja, Vimi. Anybody wants to go first? I just heard their stories. Yes.
I can go first. You know why? Because I heard all the stories from the rest.
Oh, you got time to think of your answer, right?
Yeah.
That's right, Malaysian.
No, actually, I wanted to hear because I haven't met a lot of those people, right? I probably know very few of them on the screen, so I wanted to get connected as well. I think one of the things, what goal, right? Last year, I managed to stop doing some things. Instead of always adding new things for the goal, there was this, I can't remember, there's a lot of things going on, and we decided that we will stop doing a couple of things. And last year, I managed to probably stop like 8 to 10% on what I was doing, and it felt good. So now I'm thinking of increasing that to doubling it to 20%. Stop doing what I have done before. And I think just by stop doing certain things, you bring better joy and you feel better actually. Because there's a lot of things, I'm sure we coach this in business and do a lot of things, right? Focus at 80-20 and everything. But when we do that, we get consumed ourselves. So that's definitely one thing that I want to change. And very similar to like Maresa and Anu, I said, in terms of joy and happiness, that's very, very important. I think we need to bring that on more, right? So by stop doing a lot of things, I think it actually gives some space for you to start laughing and making joke out of things, right?
Yeah. I think we need more laughter in our lives these days. Things are getting too serious, right?
Yeah. It's very, even like right now, right? Everybody is so freaked out what's going to happen tomorrow. Are they going to do that? But the thing is, we have gone through this process many times. Does it matter? We can't change anything. So just chill, right?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Wow.
I'll let the rest of the ladies to share what they want to do for their goal.
Anja, Leping, Marlienna, take it away. The stage is yours.
Okay, let me just continue. I mean, of course, we have many goals to achieve because in the end, we have one big vision and why we want to do what we do. And for 2021, I will continue with goals that I have set where I want to build more on my credibility in social enterprise ecosystem. And this year, I have actually create a big group of young women who aspire to become social entrepreneurs themselves. And actually, it's something new because normally I just help friends, people that I know, not someone that I have no idea who they were. But I mean, that's part of change. And also to have more online engagement, something that I never think that I'll be do a lot more. Last year, I mean, 2020 have made me move from something that what I'm fear that have to have online present, and somehow I have made it, and I think now I enjoy doing it. But I need to have more contents to share more on social entrepreneurship, and yeah, that's from me.
Thanks, Anja. Leping.
Yeah, 2020 is such a challenging year, right? All of us won't forget 2020. It provides us a very good opportunity to get ourselves drilled into the situation that we are not familiar with. So to roll into 2021, I would say that, I would like to practice more humility in my life, in my workplace. I would like to, be more brave, to put up, as we are facing the pandemic, the uncertainties, we see the pandemic, it come back again. You see how Italy fight, you see UK, how they fought last year, and it came back this year with a greater, numbers. So scary. And Malaysia, we are going through it now that we are seeing the number 4 digits, and very soon we will hit 8,000, right? So I think it's an uncertainty time, but let us put up a brave front to deal with the situation. None of us familiar with it. It served as a drill for us to go through it, so that this is something that when we go through it, it is another experience that we can put in for 2021.
Yeah, thank you. And for those of you who know Lei Peng, she is very good at baking, very good at cooking, but now she is doing something that's nothing to do with baking, nothing to do with cooking. So far out, right, from her what she wanted to do, but she's doing it really well. And I also, like I mentioned in the comment, yeah, you're doing something really, really good. And I think that more people should know about your story. And Marlienna.
Yes, 2020 bring a lot of stories. Mostly is sad stories. Like recently, just yesterday happened. Also, our plane Sriwijaya Airs also fell down. It's going to Pontianak from Jakarta, so it's very sad. Like we lost about 60 people, including babies and all the adults, also the pilot and everything. So I mean, like the the situation doesn't change much from 2020 to 2021, but for me now is more like be grateful, because like we don't know, maybe now we are fine, we don't get any coronavirus, but then also that will happen anytime. So maybe for me more into religion also, like more prayers, more grateful, and more do something good. And for business, actually I would like to say that everybody is in the same boat. We are all in the same boat, that we cannot do more. Like this pandemic happen, make us stop this, stop that. All our plan are cannot going through like what we want. But anyway, like now we still can have a chat here, have a forum here. I mean, like, yeah, we still be grateful for this. That, yeah, health, for me now, health is the number one. And another thing is, yeah, we still have to plan everything, but don't be too sad if our plan is not like what we want or like what we already think about. But yeah, let's do something, cheer up ourselves, something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Marlienna, for those of you who are watching, she is in the bird's nest business. So
Yeah.
that's a very interesting business also. And her story is that she's not just running the business for the sake of the business. She's running the business to help the community. So her bird's nest rearing is in Kalimantan, while
Yes.
she is in Jakarta. So all of you here are doing something for the community in one way or another. So I told the people at the beginning of this session that we're going to have some prizes. We're going to ask some questions. We're going to have some prizes. So I am going to ask the first question. So I don't know how we're going to do this, but let's see. But before that, okay, there are so many comments coming in. So I'm so really, really thankful for everyone who's just joined us. So let's see this comment. Josephine, who is my co-founder in Women Business, love what Marlienna shared, gratitude, faith, prayer to ground us. Yes, thanks, Joe, for watching. Cleo, we should be grateful. Wow, we still have this very interesting comments coming. Grateful for what we have instead of complaining about what we lost. Yeah. I think one of the things that we should be grateful for is the fact that we all have internet. We can do this. Otherwise, we'll be like, how do I do this without the internet?
Technology.
Yeah, I couldn't have recorded any of the podcasts without internet, without technology, without all this lovely, lovely software that we all have. And Rajesh, I think Rajesh is sister, right?
Yes, my sister. Good that she's watching. Hello.
Great effort in organizing this platform to ensure everyone continues to learn from the different adaptation strategies. Yes. And also, like I said, and I keep repeating this, is I'm featuring everyday women who have stories to tell, and stories that sometimes may not be like the nice sugary street stuff, but stories that can inspire you on your journey, whether you want to be an entrepreneur, whether you are starting out, whether you're already on your journey. But sometimes it is hard. Don't we all agree it's hard? It is hard, right? It's not easy, right? It is like every day, sometimes you get into a challenge, a problem, an issue, then you think like, oh my God, why did I ever get into this? Any comments on that? I'm sure all of you have some.
Now, I was just thinking, you don't need to be an entrepreneur to say it's hard. Just being a woman itself is hard. You have this list on what do you need to do when you wake up in the morning, right? Or what food you need to cook. How you want to go get the stuff done. That itself is like mind-boggling.
Yeah.
So then you come to this, definitely there's a lot of things that goes on.
And I want to add to that because I don't have children. So I really salute all of you who have kids, because you have to juggle your kids, your business, whatever things that you have to do in the course of a day, and still do whatever you need to do and do it gracefully and do it graciously. So yeah. So this is the thing.
I must thank my spouse. I think a lot of y'all who are married, I think the spouse has been very supportive, the family, the sisters, brothers. Mine, I want to shout out. I think most of them are online as well watching this. They have been an awesome support, making sure everything is there. So even my cup of coffee was given to me by my husband today.
Wow.
Wow. Subra. Shout out to Subra.
While we are shouting out guys, I want to shout out also to another guy. I think maybe only two guys on this call. You see one of the comments from Joshua Kwang Hui. He wrote a long comment. That's actually my intern, Josh, who worked very hard and suffered a lot under me.
Okay.
And I'm really happy that he's here.
Okay, so he says, love the transparency and vulnerability you have all brought to the table. It's reassuring to know resilience isn't from acting tough, but being okay with uncertainty, pacing yourself well and progressing forward. In short, my biggest takeaway is we will all be okay. Yes, we will all be okay.
Awesome.
Even though we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow in Malaysia, whether we have a lockdown, we have whatever. Don't go shopping. Don't go ask the crowds in the shopping mall right now. Thank you, Joshua. Anushia, you didn't mention your husband. I thought you were going to mention your husband. Is he watching us? Added pressure on Daniel. Added pressure on the husband now.
Yeah, he actually asked for the link before I started coming in. So I think he's listening, but in secret.
Okay. And then Nirmala. Nira is my friend who lives in Germany. Good point. Change is not always about doing something new. It's also about to stop doing something that you've always done. Yeah, that's really, really true. Sometimes we do too much. And as women, I think sometimes we always take on too much, right? Everything also, yes, can, must do, have to do, need to do. So I think my biggest lesson is also I must stop saying that I need to do it. Then one friend of mine asked me, why do you need to do it? And I say, true, why do I need to do it? Sometimes we put this pressure on ourselves to do stuff. Okay, so let's get back to it. I wanted to do a giveaway, a question, but let me just state the rules of the game first before we play the game, right? So all of you here, ladies on the screen with me, you're not supposed to answer anything, okay? You're not supposed to give any hints, but for those who are watching, they can type in their answer into the comments. But before they do so, they have to tag 3 friends. So now, for all you watching,
so that means you cannot take part in this competition, is it?
You cannot. You cannot. Your friends can, your family can, your sisters, your neighbors, I don't know, whoever's around you can. They can win on your behalf, but you can't. Okay? So you have to tag 3 people before you put the answer. And I would say the most accurate answer wins. I wouldn't say the fastest, because then people will start stumbling over themselves to type quickly. So we want accurate, we want correct, right? So what will you win? I would think let's see. Vimi, shall we put yours first?
Sure.
Okay. So what will we win? Vimi, can you please let us know what we win? No, I'll put it up. I'll say for that. One-on-one session with Dr. Vimi Ramasamy worth 3K, sponsored by Stravik. Yay. Okay, so now the question that I'm going to ask. Okay, for all of you who are watching now, hands. Okay, first think of 3 friends you want to tag. That's the thing. Why we want to tag 3 friends, okay? This is not some gimmicky thing, because we want as many of your friends to know about all these people, all these women that are featured on the podcast, so that they can go and listen to the episodes, okay? So the first question is coming up. Okay. When I say launch, most people think I'm going to do some drum roll, some upacara, parasmian and all that. I don't do any of the stuff. I want to give people questions and I want to get them to answer. Okay. So this is the first question. Where did I first present the idea of doing this podcast? Remember, tag 3 people and put your answers.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. So if you heard me talking, like it's like forever and ever, I've been talking about this. Where? Okay, I'm looking for a location. And you tag 3 friends, so you put your 3 friends' name, and then you put the answer at the back. I see people tagging friends, but there's no answer. So Farhana has tagged her friends. Farhana Shara has tagged her friends. Okay, Christian, is it? How do I pronounce this person's name? Christian
Sebastian Pillay.
Yeah, but you only tag 1 person. I said 2 person. Rajita Rajalingam. Is that 1? 2 person.
It can be 2 person.
3 person, people. 3 persons. 3 orang. How do you say that in Indonesia? 3 also kan? Marlienna. 3 kan? 3 orang. 3 orang. Q Hong say yeah forever. Yes, I've been talking about forever and ever. So if you haven't figured it out, yes, forever seems to be like forever. Let's see.
Yeah, he has done the Christian Sebastian.
Yes. Yes, we have a winner. Right? Christian. So thank you. Yes, Hawaii. So please get in touch with me. Then I will put you in touch with Vimi. Or you can even go direct to Vimi actually, since that she's here. Vimi, so this is the person. Do you know this person?
I don't think so.
Okay. If you know this person, cannot out.
No.
You know, okay. So what she's offering is a one-on-one session with you to help you through either business or career guidance, because she's equally good in both. And one thing I know about Vimi is that she will do her homework. She will find out everything and research everything, and you will have a really amazing hour, or even how many hours, Vimi? 1 hour. We say 1 hour, but usually I think Vimi goes way beyond 1 hour. So congratulations to you.
Congratulations.
Okay. Congratulations.
Good job.
Okay, good job. Okay, now, shall we continue with question number 2? We should. Okay, question number 2. But before that, I need to look at some of these people who have, let's see. I think she's the only one. She's the only one who actually put the there. Nirmala, yes, Nirmala.
Vimi also put in.
Yeah, Nir, you also put in, but gotta be fast, Nir.
Yeah, no, she was just probably a few seconds, because I saw Christian's mail coming in, and then Nirmala comes in just right after that.
Okay, so now for the second question, right? So the second question is it tricky? I'm not too sure whether it's tricky, but tag 3 people and the answer. How many episodes have I published as of today? Wow. They have to run to the website. Just look at the website now. Everybody is there. Everybody is just there to look at how many episodes as of today.
Jane, I thought Nirmala Devi would be able to do that because she already tagged the people, right? She just need to get the answer.
Yeah. Let's see. Ada, do we have answer? Yeah, that's the fun part, Nir. She said, never mind, we're joining in because of the fun factor. Yes, thank you, Nir. So this one, the second one. Second question.
Q Hong put an answer 8 but didn't tag people. Then
Yeah, Q Hong, tag 3 people. That's the point of the game. That's the point of the game. Okay, so while we're all waiting to see who's coming in with the right answer, I'm going to tell you what the prize is. It's a leadership intelligence assessment plus a 60-minute debrief with a coach worth 850 ringgit. Okay, and it is sponsored by the Spark Group Asia, Maresa's
Yay!
Okay, got. Do we have? So all of you got to give me eyes, You got to give me eyes on the screen. Oh, okay.
Yep. Zurina Chia.
Zurin Chia.
Q Hong as well.
Yeah, Q
Hong.
Q
Millie, Matty, and Jerica. Zurin.
Wow, that's a lot of people. Who's the
No,
first
but
one?
you have different answers. There are different answers.
Yes,
1
yeah,
8, 1 11.
Yeah.
Wow,
so
that's the correct
most
answer.
precise, 13 including trailer.
Okay, so now I ask my guests lah. How many? Not to balik lah. Ask all of you lah. Berapa? How many do you think I have?
I'm checking your website now. I'm checking now.
13
12,
including the trailer. 13,
Yeah.
ah?
13.
Cleo!
Okay, so siapa?
So
Cleo. So Cleo, congratulations. You have won a prize from the Spark Group Asia where you get your leadership intelligence assessment, which is perfect for entrepreneurs, and Cleo is an entrepreneur. So that's perfect for our audience. So thank you. Okay.
Right.
Now, the third prize. The third prize is a life map assessment and personal coaching session worth 800, sponsored by my friend Daniel of DG Consulting. Okay, so now everyone's fingers is on that. Okay, this one easy lah. Who is the sponsor for all episodes of Womenpreneur Asia? Well, everyone's looking kind of stumped, right? So this is bad. Even my guess.
Oh, I don't.
Nobody knows that.
We know we're giving opportunity to our guests. Kita tahu. Of course. I don't know. Either that or the answer I have in my mind is the wrong one.
My picture got frozen.
Ada, do you have answers? Who's Danny?
Yes.
Do we have an answer? Who do you spot first? Who was the one who came in first?
There's one there, Azza Aziz.
Azza Aziz. Yes. Siapa kena Azza Aziz?
This one, my friend.
Your friend, Okay, so thank you and congratulations, Azza. You have won an assessment from DG Consulting. Okay, thank you. Okay, we have 3 more prizes. We have 3 more prizes. So hang on. We will come back in a while. Why we will come back in a while is because I don't want to give out all the prizes at one go, right? Everyone will be just like focusing on the prize, right? So now let's get back to something that I want to ask all of you. I didn't manage to ask this, so I want to ask this of all of you is, what do you do in your free time? First of all, got free time or not as entrepreneurs? Do we have free time or not? What do you do in your free time?
Now we are trying to do nothing at the free time.
I am Malaysian.
And that's very difficult to do, right?
Eat and read. I'm Malaysian, so must eat.
Bake and bake for me.
For sure, Leping. By the way, Leping bakes really good bread. Anyone is up in Penang, yeah, can get a
Yeah.
taste of it.
So I'm raising up my hand. So Leping, I'm going to come to you.
Okay, I do
Anja.
sourdough. Yeah, Anja, what do you do in your free time?
Uh, I like to do a lot of research, especially for my upcoming for all the contents that I would like to share.
Thank you. Nor, what do you
That's
do in
the
your free time?
formal answer. That's the formal answer. What's your informal
Yeah.
answer?
What's the not formal answer?
Can I
No.
tell her?
Yes, Nina, yes. What's the answer?
She's on, I don't know which level of Candy Crush, like thousands.
Oh no! That's more like it.
That's a de-stressor. Like anytime she's got free time, you think you're talking to her, but she's actually playing Candy Crush, and that's how her mind just works. So that's secret revealed about Anja Julia, how she keeps sane. Plays Candy
Nice.
The rest of you, besides Candy Crushing,
Binge
any
on Bridgerton.
Bridgerton,
Netflix,
what's
of
that?
course. Netflix.
what's
TV
that?
program?
Oh, Netflix.
Oh,
YouTube.
Yeah, Bridgerton.
Okay.
Netflix.
And what do you do in your free
Yes.
time?
Do you think I have
If
free time?
she has, Anne has twins.
Mm,
How old are they now?
wow.
8.
Yeah, 8. So that's why she said,
I
"You
like
think
to
I have free
watch
time?"
YouTube. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
At night time.
Marlienna, what do you do in your free time?
I just learned how to meditate well, so I'm doing it. I'm doing meditate nowadays during my free
Okay.
time.
Okay. Nor, did I ask you, Nor? Did I ask you that question? What do you do in your free time?
Yeah. I did mention Netflix a while ago.
Yeah.
As much as possible, I want to do something that's not related to work. So I try to do something that's not related to work at all because the few moments that you get your free time, you really want to relish that time. So I either spend it with my family or take care of my plants also. I recently got into the habit, of course, since we're all indoors now. I recently started collecting.
Okay. That's what happens when you're doing Facebook Live. When you have your Wi-Fi not so good, right? You drop off and come back in and all that. So, okay, free time, and let's see. I want to ask a difficult question, lah. What's the craziest thing you've ever done? Oh, look at Nina laughing. Nina probably has an answer to that. What's the craziest
Nina
thing you've
has
ever
a
done?
lot of answers to
Nina,
that.
go
I
first.
can answer for all of us.
Nina, go first. Craziest thing. The craziest thing I've done is I've abseiled off the Berjaya Times Square building.
Really?
So back in 2010, I was part of a women's team for the AXN KL City Challenge. We came in third place and we had to throw ourselves off on one single abseil line, and we abseiled off Berjaya Times Square. We were like, I think 17 floors up. It was crazy because I literally had to push myself off of the building, but because the wind is blowing so hard that every time I push myself off, I just go back in because the wind is so strong. So, and the minute I launched myself off, I was like, ah! And I went underneath the whole balcony. It was crazy, but I think I was in my 20s. Will I do it again? I think twice. Maybe I just watch something like that on Netflix. But yeah, oh my god, that was crazy. Craziest thing ever.
The rest, no crazy things, lah.
I've done many crazy things. So I was just thinking, like Maresa, yeah, I've done bungee jumping before. So that was not so crazy. But when Krista asked this question, for me, it's like crazy funny. There's one I must share with you. Thinking about it is like so funny. But my background is engineering, and a lot of times when I'm doing work, I'm constantly thinking about things. It's running in my head. And sometimes I'm seeing people, but I may not be talking to them because I have a lot of things running in my back processor, right? And I'm
See,
like
that's
a
how
lot of
engineer talks, right? She doesn't refer to her brain. She calls it the back processor.
so a lot of times when I'm doing stuff, it's like some SOP running in my head. How do I go ahead and do? So I've already locked out a lot of things. So it goes into my subconscious mind. So for example, the last time when I was working, every time I go to the restroom, when you go to the restroom, when you walk the aisle, is on the right is always the female, and on the left is always the gent. So that is like pre-programmed in my head. So there was once I was going and I literally forgot on that particular floor, they switched it. So, and I was not even thinking about anything. And I walk into this gents and I didn't even know it was a gents because I was thinking something else in my head. And I see this guy who I know, and he was in the urinal, and it's like, Vimi. I'm like, oh, hi. That's when it clicked with me, and I was like so shocked. I felt very embarrassed. I came out laughing, obviously, and the guy didn't want to see me for a couple of weeks.
Obviously.
Not that I can remember anything.
Do you
As I
see
said,
anything that you're not supposed to see?
No, it's just that I'm so used to. I've done a lot of crazy things because there was once also when I went to a petrol station, right? So when you put your petrol, you will have a sound when it finish.
Yeah.
So I'm so attuned with the sound, and for me, when the sound comes in, I just takes up. And so there was once the fuel didn't go in, and I left the left. I thought I poured the petrol, and the person was chasing after me, right? So a lot of the brain is like preoccupied doing a lot of things, and these are you do a lot more crazy stuff. So now I'm trying to really get a bit grounded. We'll probably listen to other people's crazy stuff.
Yes, we should. Other people, especially the ones who don't look very crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, the not crazy ones, please raise your hand.
I think for me the craziest thing that I ever done is to jump into right away, took up the business. Now I think back, it was wow. It's really crazy. Without knowing much about the business, with such a high liability, I just jumped in. So never once I took out something this big with liability so in depth. Yeah.
So huge is a huge thing to jump into a business. You have no idea what it is.
Up, right?
And the other crazy thing is actually going to inland China, going to Vietnam, places that I have no idea at all. Different culture, different governing system. Went into a very rural area that the toilet is something that you would not want to visit, and you would hold on as much as long as you can until you go back to the hotel. So a lot of things, but I had fun through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leping's incident reminds me of when you said Vietnam. I don't know if you mentioned Vietnam, but have you guys tried crossing the road in Ho Chi Minh City?
Yes.
Oh my gosh! I just literally just pray. Just pray.
I actually crossed the road one day, and I don't know how I did it, but it was in between the motorbikes and the cars. And I think the secret is just to walk straight. Don't look left,
Just
don't look
walk,
right, because
Don't hesitate.
otherwise,
Don't hesitate.
don't hesitate.
Change your
you'll
mind.
be knocked down. You'll be knocked down by somebody.
Accident did happen. It does happen. Accident. We saw it actually. We thought people tell us that just close your eyes, walk straight.
No, you don't.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. The motorists will look out for you. But there were actually accidents before. Yeah. It's just that we don't know.
Marlienna, she looks like the most uncrazy person, right? Like you wouldn't do a crazy thing. Have you done crazy things, Marlienna?
I like to lose myself actually. Maybe that's the greatest things that I did. Like I like to walk for a long time, and I just left my phone, my everything. So like the whole family, like very what yeah don't know where am I, and I just went out like in the morning, and then I go back at middle of the night. I just walk. That's maybe the
Mhm.
way. But when I walk there, uh, I can feel like uh, how to being myself present mindfully by that time. So like yeah, being who am I without anyone, and I feel like more to nature also. So yeah, I think that's the gracious things that I have done.
Crazy things, right? So I think here's in the comments, I think my friend Nirmala asked me, so what about me? Any crazy stuff? Oh, there are a lot of crazy stuff in my life. I mean, starting the podcast is crazy, right? I mean, who does that? Who does that? Suddenly
No,
does that?
Krista, you need to give us something better than the podcast.
Yes.
Something
Yes.
more crazy than that. Just
Like
give us
what?
one.
Like what? Like what? It's crazy. Right now, I can't think of any because I'm being the host and moderator. That's a good answer. That's a good. Okay, before that, we are at 1 hour 11 minutes. So I'm not too sure whether any of you ladies have any engagements, any dinners, anything you want to do. If you do have that, please feel free to go and get your stuff done. I don't want to take up much more of your time.
Yes.
For those who want to stay on, yes, please stay on because I have 3 more questions to ask and 3 more prizes to give away. Yeah, so it's up to you. Feel free to on or not. It's up to you because I know that 1 hour is all I ask of you. So I do not ask for more than that. And I know that I want to check the time sometimes, when I'm doing this kind of Facebook Live, I want to make sure that people do get their 1 hour. And yeah. So up to you, ladies. What do you think?
Apologies, I need to step out.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's wonderful to
Okay.
be here. Thank you, and congratulations again, Krista.
Yes,
Thank
me
you.
too. Congratulations.
Nice
Like from
meeting you, Anushia.
Yeah. Yeah, for
Bye-bye.
those I want to bye. Okay, those who are still here, please stay because I'm bringing on someone. Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on. There's that person. Surprise.
Hi, Pheng.
I learned.
So great to see
Okay,
you.
so this is Lerk Shih.
Entrepreneur, only a salary worker.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Lerk Shih. I left Penang after living there for so long. I left Penang 6 years ago. I'm now living in Christchurch in New Zealand. And got to know Krista in those years, in the early days of listening to podcasts, even when smartphones were not around. Remember, we used to do it on our iPod.
Yes, my iPod died on me after so many times I've listened to the podcast. So why I wanted to bring Lerks on is because all of you are guests on my show, right? But I also wanted the other perspective of someone who is a podcast listener. And I also don't want someone who just started to listen just because of Womenpreneur Asia, but I want someone who has been a long time listener. So she knows what she's looking for and she knows what kinds of podcasts interest her and what kinds of things that she's looking for. So tell us your honest opinion, Lerks. I'm not bringing you on here just to say hi to Lei Peng. I know you know Lei Peng very well, but to bring you on so that you can tell us what you think of the podcast and what you hope to see in the future.
I'm just so excited to hear women's voices, especially women from Asia. And look, I am a mainly English speaker, and it's so great to be able to hear stories from Philippines, Indonesia, and all that. And I noticed too, someone on your watching your Facebook Live is from Australia. You see, there is this whole untapped market of people who are really interested in your stories. And what I
Not my
love
stories,
about
my dear. Their stories.
yeah, all the people's stories. And what I love when I heard that Krista is doing is that she's the best journalist that I personally know. And it's
Wow.
it's the quality of her questions.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, it gets a bit personal, but not hideously personal.
Mm.
But it provides a listener an insight to what drives an entrepreneur. And you ask the hard questions. You don't just gloss over like, oh yeah, I do this, I do that. I thank my parents, I thank my husband, I thank my children. You go into the depth of, what were the toughest moments?
Yeah. Because I'm scratching my own itch, right?
Yeah, but I think you've always
I
done that. When I've read your writing, you've always done the hard work, the hard yards of the difficult questions. You don't run away from it.
Yeah, thank you for saying that, because it's not easy to ask difficult questions of people I know is fine. People I don't know, they think like I'm really intrusive, right? Like Anja. I know Anja. Actually, Anja is my schoolmate, my classmate, even from way back when we were in secondary school together. And I only rediscovered her, and she's this also super hebat one. Like, she has done so many interesting things. She's been to the White House. She has been like, well, have you met Obama, right? Who was it that you met, Anja?
It was hosted by Ivanka Trump herself.
Okay. Okay. So she's been to the White House. She's done all this amazing stuff. And I rediscovered her when we were put into the same WhatsApp group, our schoolmates WhatsApp group. So that's how I rediscovered her. But I asked you some pretty hard questions, Anja, and I think she did answer a lot of it, and very openly, very honestly, which I found to be very refreshing. So for those of you who are wondering, okay, what is Anja's story right now, and what is the part that is so interesting? I'll go and listen to her episode.
Yes.
She talks about going to Paris on nothing, right? Anja? Almost nothing, and like pitching someone whom she didn't even know. And I don't want to spoil the story, lah. Okay. I don't want to give the ending away, so all of you have to go and listen to that. So anyway, Lerk Shih, thank you so much for saying that. And
yes, and I just want to add too that whoever it was who said to you, who challenged you to start the podcast, and about, I think your podcast is about women's voices, but I think your audience is going to be about the next generation of people in their 20s and 30s, and not just for women, but for men and women. Not just, like that young Joshua who was on before.
Yeah.
They can learn, and they can learn so much. I want my sons to listen to podcasts like these. So define yourself as a podcast for everybody, but it's the women's voices.
Yeah. You know, one thing about you, Krista, your voice is very calm. And when you ask questions, when we tell you the story, you are able to grasp the very in-depth part of the words that we didn't say out, but you can grasp a lot of notion, behind the words, a lot of in-depth things that I didn't say, is behind the words.
She perceives your secrets.
The spirit behind the whole thing, you were able to articulate it out, that is the part about you. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. But I also feel that just now someone mentioned what's my craziest thing that I've done and all that. I don't think I've done very many crazy things, but I think probably the craziest thing I've ever done was to be in business, because business is crazy. Every day is like something happens, something happens. I always tell people I'm an accidental entrepreneur, because I never wanted to be in business. I was just bored. I had finished my master's. I didn't want to go back to work. I was just like waiting and dilly-dallying and figuring out something to do, and then decided to join my husband in the business. And like Lei Peng, you said, you have no idea about the wood packaging business when you join. I had no idea about the web design industry when I joined. I had no idea what it was all about. And I had to learn. And I think that is the craziest thing. I mean, to start from zero and not know a thing and just to learn. And in the process of learning that, I started to enjoy it. And that has become something which I feel that I have taken on, whether it is you call it a passion, you call it something. I find that at the end of the day, what all of us are doing here is we're helping other people. When we're in business, we're helping other people.
Yeah, it's true.
Right? We're helping people. So it's just different ways of helping people. So like through my podcast, I can help people find more inspiration through each of your stories. But in your business, you help people in a different way. In Anja's business, she helps people in a different way. And Lerk, even though you may not be in business, but you are also helping people. You used to be in so many community projects, right? Community things. So yeah, so
The
we're all
people
helping
were
people.
No, Lerk, you taught me a lot. You inspire me a lot, Lerk. Back then in Penang, when we used to hang out, the certain
great
values.
conversations.
Yeah, great conversation. The certain values in you and Russell, your family, and and we learn a lot from you, and it's very down to earth, and I like it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Come
that's
and
where
visit me.
I want to. I was supposed to go to New Zealand last year. I was supposed to go to New Zealand last year, April. And I was talking to this person, business that in March, saying that I'm going to get ticket and whatever, and then suddenly all this lockdown.
Yeah.
I wanted to go New Zealand, but I couldn't. Yeah.
Okay, so what now? For those people who are still watching us, and thank you for still staying on, despite like probably most of our ladies have dropped off. There's only Anja, there's Lei Ping, and me and Lerk, right? So I saved the best for last. So for those of you who are watching, this is the good stuff. So the last 3 prizes are scholarships to the upcoming SAGE school with 9 Asian male and female entrepreneurs with a certificate upon completion. So this is sponsored by SAGE EduTech, and also it is by Rina Neo. Rina is one of the women I featured on the podcast. She couldn't be here today, but she has kindly and generously sponsored this. And this is also a great way of meeting other people. So I think part of the thing is also this, right? I love connecting people to each other. I love putting women together. So maybe that's also another trait of mine. And I love how interesting things happen as a result of meeting people, collaborations. And this probably reminds me of a story that I want to tell because this makes me feel so good when I tell it. Remember Anne, who was on the show just a few minutes before she dropped off? So Anne from Kuching Sarawak.
Yeah,
the Penang Women Project. So she is the co-founder of the Penang Women Project, and what they do is they try to uplift the Penang women, but mostly the Penang community in Sarawak, right? So by selling their bags and their crafts. So in February last year, when I met her when I was back in Kuching, we were having breakfast, and she was saying, she wants to document the story of the Penang in the interiors. And she asked me, do I have any contact of someone who can do a video or someone who can just follow them as they go into the interior when they are going into their... they also have this thing called the Project Shine, which is a trip into the interior to bring medical supplies and groceries and all that to the tribe. So then I thought of a friend of mine. Actually, this person, big shout out to Nurul Amalina and her team. So Nurul was once with us in Redbox Studio, but she has gone back to Kuching, and she's also in this communications and media, right? And I thought of Nurul, and I told Nurul, hey, can I connect you to my friend Anne? Because she has something interesting that you may want to follow her and video and film it. So Nurul hooked up with Anne, and her team followed Anne into the interior. They filmed the entire documentary, which you can watch on YouTube. And you can watch how they do it and all that, and what kinds of hardship they have in the interior. And recently, I think as of last week or just a couple of days ago, I heard that the documentary they produced, they submitted for an award, and they won.
Wow.
So this is the power of doing good, right? I mean, the power of connecting people, doing good, creating more alliances and link up so that people can benefit from each other's expertise and experiences. So that's why I wanted to say that part of it is, I think, connections and collaborations matter a lot, especially in today's day and age. So why I brought this up in relation to the scholarships that you can win for the Sage School is that the more people you meet, the more interesting things can happen to you in your life. And I think that is also true of all the women that featured on my podcast. You know, they have had so many interesting experiences just because, you know, they met certain people, they've talked to certain people, and they got to know certain people. So that's the story. That's the story. That's the story for this this part. Okay. So since there's Anja and there's Leping and there's Lerk, so I need you to be my eyes when I ask this question so that we catch the first person who types in their answer, right? So I'm gonna ask, because there's 3 scholarships, so there'll be 3 questions. Okay, let me find the question. This is the question. For those of you who are still watching, how many women on my podcast are not Malaysian? This is tough, right?
Yes.
How many women on my podcast are not Malaysians? If you get this correct, you win the scholarship to the Sage School. That's a virtual school online where you get to meet some really interesting people. Okay. Got any answers? Any answers? I think there is.
Not yet.
Charmaine say 3.
Charmaine, the rules of the game is you have to tag 3 of your friends and the answer and put the answer down. Tag 3 friends and put the answer right after you tag your friends. Is there an age limit for the scholarship? I don't think so. I don't think so. But anyway, I can definitely check for you. But I think they just welcome people who are interested in entrepreneurship and they want to learn more. And they have some very interesting people. I will pull up the slide later to show you who will be in that, who will be teaching or who will be lecturing. Okay, do I see? Okay, there is Chris Ann. Chris Ann, did you win just now? So that's Chris Ann. And then there's Farhana. And there's Kit. Okay, so how we have, I think, Farhana. Chris Ann, you won, right? Did you win just now, Chris Ann? Can we give the chance to Farhana? Farhana, yes, Farhana. So I think Farhana is the one who came up with the answer. 2 people, no. Oh, sorry. Even though, not 2 people.
Kit Hong say 3. Kit Tong.
Kit Tong. Kit Tong.
Cleo also said 3. Charmaine also said 3.
Okay, so but Charmaine didn't tag anyone yet.
4. Krishna
Charmaine,
said 4.
Charmaine, did you tag anybody? No, right? She didn't tag anybody. Okay, Kit.
She did.
She did.
Yeah. She tagged Yi Chong, Chin Sabrina. She said 3.
Okay.
That's the other one. Krishna said 4.
Okay. So based on the answer, okay, there's actually 3. 3. The 3 women are, one is, of course, Norhani from the Philippines. Then there's Zafira Lobis, who couldn't be with us today. And of course, Marlienna. So 3 of them. Okay. So, Leping, who's the winner? I have some.
We have Charmaine, Kitong,
Yeah.
and Cleo.
What's the first one?
Cleo.
Fastest one.
Charmaine.
Who's the first one?
Charmaine, but she
Charmaine,
didn't tag. She didn't tag
Yeah,
until
she didn't. How?
Kitong tagged.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Kitong tagged
okay.
3. Yeah.
So can we agree unanimously, Anja, Lerk, and Leping, you're my panel of judges. can we agree that it's Kitong? Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you and congratulations, Kate. Get in touch with me. I will give you the contact person for Sage. Okay. So we still have another question. Okay. Get ready. Okay. Tag three. Okay. People who have won. Let other people win, lah. Right? I mean, it's fair, right? So those that won, maybe you can ask your sisters, your brothers, or whoever to actually play the game. Okay, next question. Name any one of today's prize sponsors. This one easy lah. This one so easy. If you don't know, how? If you don't know, it's name any one of today's prize sponsors. Actually, when I was running through the questions with Anushia, I said, name all of today's prize, but she said, no lah, so hard for all of them. One enough. I said, okay lah, I shall not be so cruel. Who can name any one of that? Charmaine. We didn't tag anybody there, Charmaine.
Charmaine, you need to tag.
Charmaine, quickly. Tag.
Yeah, tag.
Tag somebody. Tag 3 people. Not somebody. Tag 3 people. Tag 3
QQ
people.
also tag. QQ.
Yeah,
tag also.
QQ. Tag.
Q Hong.
Q Hong,
Q
yeah.
Hong has tagged 3 people.
Q Hong has tagged 3 people. Did she?
Yep.
Must they tag three people and then with the answer, or
Answer,
earlier when they
yeah.
tag?
No, tag 3 people and the answer. Must play by
everybody.
the rule.
So,
Tag 3 people and then answer.
At 10:35, Q Hong tagged 3 people and then named Sparks Group.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So how? Judges? My judges now.
Yeah,
Suddenly from podcast
QQ,
guests
yeah.
become judges.
QQ tagged separately. She tagged 3 people first and then she tagged the answer.
Okay. So
Separately.
Unanimous or not? Agree or not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want.
Yeah.
Boleh Boleh. Okay,
Boleh.
so Q Hong. Thank you for playing the game. And the final question. Okay, all of you will be winning the scholarship from Sage School.
Wow.
This one's hard. This is really hard. This one, I told Anushia I'm going to put a really hard one. Where can you listen to the Womenpreneur Asia podcast besides on its own website? Name 3 other places. Tag 3 people and then the 3 answers. So I'm looking for 3 answers, 3 platforms or 3 places. Hi, Eliza. Eliza is saying hi, Lerk Shih.
Oh, hi, Eliza. Long time no see.
You see,
Hi,
I'm
Matty.
bringing on lots of people. Yeah, you can call out your friends, Lerk Shih. I mean, people who recognize you, like you're like celebrity too. You're like a celebrity.
Yeah, I've been posting people for the last 6 years. Yes.
Who has the right answer? Actually, this one is a little bit tough, lah. Okay, but what you can win is a scholarship, right? A scholarship to the Sage EduTech School. So it will be cool. So who would like to be the first to win? This is the final one. There's no more prizes anymore. I'm so glad. Okay, big shout out to all my sponsors for this last minute thing, because this virtual launch was just something that I planned about a week and a half ago, and I just reached out to all my friends, and that's the power of the network, where people will come to your aid if you ask nicely, and they have stuff that Q Hong, what did I win? Q Hong, if you don't know what you want, how did you even join this thing? Hello.
QQ. Being QQ.
QQ, you are too cute. Yeah, QQ is so cute.
Yeah.
Why my last question, nobody tak laku lah my last question.
Krishna said red box.
No. Wrong answer.
Give some
this is
clue lah. Give some
this update.
Podcast ad. Hint.
Hint.
Hint,
Yeah.
hint. Podcast
Yeah.
apps.
Yes, Lux. Thank you. Ooh, I think we have
Yes,
one person.
someone have Zureen.
Zuri, yes. Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts, yes. Thank you, Zureen. It's a tough one, but you managed to get it correct. Yes. So besides my own website, and why I keep telling people to go to my website is because, of course, I want them to read about the women I featured, right? Because if you go to the Spotify now, you will still get a little bit of excerpt and all that, but you don't see their faces. So on my website, I put up their beautiful faces, a little bit of write up about them before you click listen and you hear what they have to say and their stories. So congratulations, Zureen. Thank you, Zureen. Zureen said, I go and read your article. Thank you, Zureen. You pay attention. Thank you. So thanks, Zureen. You have won the final prize, which is the scholarship to Sage School online. And those of you who have won, please get in touch with me. I will put you in touch with the people who have sponsored the prizes. So thank you so much for being here with us this afternoon. I know some of you probably have things to do on a Sunday. And actually, I had a question, that somebody asked, and I thought I wanted to pull it up. I don't know whether can I text the three of you? Can I ask this question? It's nothing to do with anything private, nothing to do with private stuff anymore. But there is this lady, okay, her name is Jennifer Eng. And she left this comment in my website. She says, right now, it's a bit tough for her because she's running a music school and most parents refuse to send their children and most of them are in financial constraints. So what can she do? And she's actually looking for advice. So Anja, Lepeng, even Lerks, your mothers, your entrepreneurs, you're doing stuff for the community. What can Jennifer Eng do?
Can I start?
Yeah.
Okay, Jennifer, I know it's tough, but you can come up with something that win-win. Because every time when I want to do something, when I want to propose something, it must be 3 wins. I win, my customer or client win, my beneficiary win. But for your case, it might be triple win as well. What I suggest for you to probably come up with a competition, whether for your student to come up with to compose or do something playing music instrument, and you can also talk to get sponsors maybe related to music industry or selling music instrument, just to like just do something interesting, and I bet that the parent will get their kids to enroll in this competition. Do it like small scale, but somehow maybe we don't know. It could be lead to bigger things one day. But you can. I think maybe some parents want their kids to enroll, to join, to participate in the competition, and who knows what's next.
That's a great answer, Anja. I was thinking this is a really tough one. I mean, it's honestly tough. And then it's
Can
not like.
I ask if you are doing lessons via Zoom or Skype or or WhatsApp video?
You mean of Jennifer?
Yeah, of Jennifer.
Yeah, I think she tried, but I think it's not really working out for her that well. So, and it's just good because the other thing is, looks, your husband is a musician.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't give lessons. But my kids have been, Zoom lessons. For some kids, it worked really well, especially, yeah, but it depends on the age group. And you combine that with Anja's idea, then they can see that it's workable.
The other thing I can think of is that, usually one-on-one, can be can be expensive. And one-to-one also, can only earn this much. What you can do is, of course, we have to be cautious now, pandemic. Come in a group, a small group, but have social distancing. You charge the amount slightly lower than, if financial is a constraint. But in a group, we can charge lower, and yet you as a teacher, you can maintain your stable income. Yeah, but again, whether you do it Zoom or physical get together in a small group, I think this is in a group, then only you can bring down what you normally will charge one-to-one, and then you yourself can earn certain level. No need to, totally lose out.
I think also with music performance, parents like to see
Correct.
their kids
Yes,
perform.
exactly.
So one thing that has been successful in this MCO around the world period, right, where people record videos and combining music. And I've just seen on TikTok, it's got a new feature where you can combine videos.
Yes.
So it requires you learning a new technology, but that could get the kids interested.
Well said. Yeah, that one is really good one. Yeah.
It's very cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they only need to do something simple.
I think a lot of time we are being drawn into performance, whether you do it on a Zoom platform where you collectively, edit all the pieces together, or even, when pandemic is over, you do it in a mall or in a small community or in anywhere, people are being drawn into the performance and people want more of that. Yeah.
It's not so much like a technical progress at this time, but the enjoyment of music and keep the kids interested at this time.
Correct.
Yeah, great.
Oh, somebody say can also diversify business to sell or rent musical instruments to studio or lesson books.
Yeah. Thanks, Cleo. That's a good tip also. Diversify business to sell or rent music instruments or lesson books. And then the other one she said is online classes. Yeah, but I think online, maybe not everyone takes to online as easily sometimes, especially kids. I don't know about the attention span. Could be distracted, right? Lerk Shih is like, your kids play instruments, right?
Only one.
Okay, only one. It seems like all your kids play instruments.
Let them see themselves. I guess that's probably how to engage them.
Yeah, okay. So thank you, Jennifer, for asking that question. She left the comments, so I thought I'll pull it up. I wanted to pull it up earlier when there's so many of the ladies were in the screen, but somehow or other, in the end, actually it came to the right time, right? And you've got fantastic ideas. Okay, so I think that's basically it for my virtual launch. I didn't have any gong. I didn't have any whatever, confetti falling down on my head. Yeah, I know, cutting ribbon. No la. That's not me. Okay, that is so not me. For me, I think having a good launch is encouraging people to come along and have a party with you. And even though I only have my tea, I'm so sorry. I forgot to ask you all to bring your own drinks or wine or whatever it is.
I do.
Now Lei Pei's going to finish the bottle.
So thank you so much. For those of you who are wondering, what are all these women talking about? So go to womenpreneur.asia.com and listen to all the episodes I've had until today. Okay. And leave comments and share them with your friends. And if you have anyone who you want to recommend, of course, must be a woman who runs a business or social enterprise in Asia, feel free to nominate them, put their name. I've got a Google form link on my website, and make sure that, you recommend this to as many people as possible. The whole idea of my podcast is to share, just like Lerk said. Lerk, you've just given me my USP, to share, to have a platform for women's voices, Asian women's voices. And someone, asked me why the very, very narrow niche. But I think like Lerk said, it's applicable for anyone who's interested in entrepreneurship, in business, who wants to hear stories of women who have gone on that journey. Many of us will look at these women and say, wow, we're also super successful. When will I ever get there? Or when will I ever get to a place that you are right now? And I always say that all of us begin at zero. All of us begin like, we don't know what we don't know, right? We just jump into it and then we realize, oh, we have to swim, we have to paddle, we have to do something to stay afloat. Otherwise, we'll all drown, right? So I just want this to be like a take-home message for everyone who's watching. Share it with friends and family, and hopefully in a way that's my contribution to helping to make things not so down, not so dreary for 2021. And any final words from three of you before we end this broadcast? Any final words? Any words of wisdom?
No, it's a season to be brave. Yeah.
Season to be brave. Okay, Lerk.
Well, I think all the women that you interview and yourself, your objective needs to be long term, and in the sense that in future we're gonna be just part of all entrepreneurs. There is no longer gonna be a women's wing for political parties. We're just part of the party. That's where we need to be. Because you all are already, it's just that half the population don't realize that. So they need to wake up.
Good words of wisdom. Thank you. From the person who lives in a country where you have Jacinda Ardern.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's normalize this, ladies.
Yes.
Go, girls.
Yes.
Yep.
Anja, last words.
I guess after what we've went through in 2020, is not to be afraid of change, because I always believe that you may lose something. You may lose something good, but I believe we also gain something better. Yeah.
Yeah. And we all need to look forward with hope and with optimism. And I believe that collectively we can do it. And that's where the women's voices matter. Okay, so thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot say ladies only. I always say ladies. I always think there's a room full of ladies, but I know out there's always the gentlemen who are watching, and I always believe this too. It is only the gentlemen and the men who are supporting us that enables us to do the work too, right? I mean, sometimes we always say, yes, we're very gung-ho about doing the work that we do, but if it's not for the husbands, the brothers, the fathers, cousin brothers, whoever who's in our, in our circle, it's also going to be hard for us to do the stuff that we do. So thank you so much,
Krista,
everyone.
Sorry.
Yes.
Maybe this is also a platform to empower more men.
Yeah.
Definitely.
True.
Yes.
True. So there'll be a malepreneur.com, is it? Okay. So
Thank you
maybe out there's someone who wants to take up that other project, right? And do some sharing on the male voices. So thank you so much.
No. You carry on with what you do. People just need to share. Men just need to come and listen to you, Krista.
We empower the men listener.
Yes, that's right. They can learn.
Thank you.
And the young women,
young women and young men.
Young women. Yeah.
Young women especially. I mean, we're at the stage that we want to empower young women, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So before we leave, I want to pull up some comments. People have been leaving interesting comments, wonderful comments, supportive comments, and I thank you all. So Matty says, thank you, and all the hebat women. Yes, all the hebat women. Yeah, go girls, like Lerk Shih said, go girls. And Kit, thank you. Thank you for the wonderful, thank you for joining us. And do continue to connect. I always believed in this. Don't leave without taking action. And I believe that action today could be multiple actions. One is go and listen to the episodes and be inspired. Two is go and connect with the women that you feel most resonates with you, because I've got all their contact details in the website, womenpreneurasia.com. And let's see what interesting comments we have. Cleo, congratulations. Yes, thank you, Cleo. Thank you for the support. Also, Krista. Yeah. Contests and prizes. Yes. I love prizes. I love the fact that I could give people stuff, even virtually, and not when we don't have tangible prizes. So thank you all for being here, and thank you once more for
Thank
joining
you.
the virtual launch. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you and congratulations. All right.
Yep.
Good to
Bye.
see you all, ladies.
Bye.
Good to see
Goodbye.
you. Bye. Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.